So there are some functional changes to getting fat. It's not just being depressed and eating a lot, although that's a huge part of it. Totally going through depression right now. I don't want to do anything. I don't find enjoyment in anything. And I'm trying, but anyways, let's talk about being fat. Getting fat. First things first, you'll find yourself eating more than usual, obviously. And since you are depressed, you don't have the desire to exercise, even though it would in fact help the depression. I mean, when you're ADHD, you don't have the ability to get into a really good routine or forward plan, that kind of stuff. So even if the desire was there, the ADHD is holding you back. So that's a bunch of strikes against you. Anyway, so once you start eating more, and you're not really getting pleasure out of eating, you're just doing it, I don't know, just out of habit, compulsion, who the heck knows. I eat so quick, though. It's no fun going out to eat, not just by myself or anything, but I just eat so quick and I'm done. I'm like, well, this is not enjoyable, right? Anyways, you start gaining weight, and for guys, for me, it's like in my midsection, so I have a harder time bending down and tying my shoes, so that stinks. And then since I'm a penguin and I have short arms and I'm very short myself, I have a hard time wiping effectively. Things just are functionally different. It's terrible. I feel like I'm going to pull something every time I go to the bathroom. I know some people get to the point where the only way to get clean is to shower. What else? Oh, if you can't really sleep on your back, it's not super comfortable. You definitely can't sleep on your stomach anymore. There's too much pressure on your organs. And so the only real way to do it, it seems like for me, is sleeping on my side. The problem with that is I don't get those deep breaths anymore. I find myself so out of breath. Just with everything. Getting up, you're like, oh gosh, that was rough. And I know. Just how it is, Getting off the couch gets you out of breath. Because I'm so out of shape and heavier and I'm gaining weight and I'm getting more depressed and sinking into a deeper hole every day. Anyways, what else happens? I mean, yeah, my image is terrible. I can't find clothes to wear. And the clothes that I do wear, they just fit on my body. I wouldn't even consider them fitting. They drape over me. I mean, no, by our standards, I'm morbidly obese, probably. I think so. I think I'm in the higher 200s. I'm only 5'6". And I'm not like rolling around. I'm not a circle. I mean, I think weightlifting in my past, or I just distributed okay. I mean, I do look bigger and thicker than what I have been, but I carry it okay. Anyway, gosh, I'm just in a deep breath just talking. This is terrible. And then I know the drinking doesn't help, but I'm depressed. It's not like I don't know if I'm drinking to cover. I know it seems like I'm covering up something, but I think the drinking is just because I'm bored. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing I have motivation to do, and it's easy enough to drink and get something out of it. And even that's losing its satisfaction, which is terribly depressing. So, I know I need to see somebody. That's the next solution, right? But when you're ADHD and scheduling appointments to go see doctors is not something that's really high on your list. Even picking up the phone and calling out. I do it for my job. People call in all the time. But me calling people back or calling people, and I don't know, I'm good with my words and everything, but I still feel anxious about doing it. I remember when I got married to my ex in the beginning, I didn't want to call out to do anything. I would have her do it, and she taught me differently, of course, and I'm grateful for her. She made some of my weaknesses my strengths. Even though this still really isn't a strength for me, I still don't like calling people over the phone. And some people say it's in society, but man, I'm good talking. It's just picking up the phone and dialing that number. So how am I supposed to go see a therapist, to get, or a doctor to get my depression under control? Even my ADHD, the only reason why I had drugs was because I was able to go before the divorce, and I kept that going, and I had insurance. Oh, that's another thing. But let's keep going. I had insurance for a while, so I was able to afford the copay. Not really afford it, but I did it anyways, and I stuck with it for a while. And the problem is I'd pick up my bottles of Adderall, and I wouldn't end up using it in time. I just didn't use it all the time because I didn't have the planning for it. I didn't think about it. It wasn't at the top of my head. It's like working at the psych hospital and expecting these psych patients with schizophrenia to stay drug compliant. It's just not a practical thing. With people with ADHD that are self-managing, it's not a practical thing. It's easier to just pick up beer and alcohol and whatever. Find it in the fridge, great. Food, great. That's easy to do, but popping a pill, not so much. Now, another thing is affording. I can't afford it. I can't afford insurance. I make tons of money, but all of it goes to student loans. I don't have any money, Can't even afford to get insurance for myself. Are there programs? Yeah, but not for people that make money. There are no programs for people that make money to make this affordable. They don't understand how you can make so much money that I do and be in poverty. Well, student loans, having children, having a place to live, stuff costs money. And I live as cheaply as I possibly can. I don't buy things ever because I don't have anything to buy. The only thing I buy is cheap food that makes me gain weight and spirals me into a downward, never-ending pit of depression and anxiety and paralyzing inadequacy, and makes my ADHD even worse, and I have no hope or dreams or, this is my life for the next 10 years. Can I make it? I guess I have to. How much worse is it going to be? I'm probably shortening my life a good 15 years for doing this, at least. Maybe 20, maybe even 30 years. If I stay on this path, if I don't change paths again. And that's changing those paths or instability for my kids, so it's a tough and tall order. I don't know where to go right now. I feel so lost.